everyone, today's story is The Polar Bear Who Saved Christmas. Shall we see what happens? Come on then, let's go. One Christmas Eve, in a den in the snow, a polar bear slept, and so didn't know that her cub was awake. Pip could not rest. He was excited for Christmas, the day he loved best. In the distance, Pip heard a jingling sound. He jumped up and popped his head above ground. Pressed in the snow, he saw tracks led away, and he said to himself, "It must be a sleigh." Pip walked through the snow till the jingling was gone. Alone in the cold, he soon missed his mum. Fresh snow hid his paw prints and covered the tracks. With no path to follow, how would he come back? But then the snow stopped, and the blaze of bright light led Pip to a strange and magical sight. There were warm, cosy houses and elves everywhere. Hope lifted the heart of the cold polar bear. Pip peered through a window as he heard a loud wail. "Dancer's broken his leg. Who'll take Santa's mail?" Inside the sleigh, filled with fine toys and treats, nearby an elf shouted and stamped his small feet. The reindeers were worried. They felt at a loss. The elves looked around and said, getting cross, "We've 7 reindeers, but our sleigh needs 8. If we wait for Dancer, it'll be too late." As they pulled out the sleigh, the elves made a fuss. What could they do to save this Christmas? An elf saw Pip and said, "Don't be shy. Can you pull the sleigh?" But Pip said, "I can't fly." The elf said, "Don't worry," and put Pip in line. "With your help, we'll certainly make it in time." They sprinkled some sparkles and Pip gave a sneeze. He felt brave and knew it was his time to leave. Santa jumped on and took hold of the reins. The reindeers leapt forward and Pip did the same. The earth fell away from the huge sleigh, took flight, and Pip and the reindeer flew into the night. They leapt across rooftops delivering toys to the homes of all the young girls and boys. In bed sound asleep, no child were aware that Santa's new helper was a small polar bear. Pip and the reindeer worked hard through the night, delivering joy on their magical flight. The sleigh headed home where each gift was gone, and though Pip was tired, they all cheered him on. Then Pip saw his den such a wonderful sight. He slipped from the reins and took one final flight. Cosy and warm in his snow so deep, curled up in his bed, Pip fell fast asleep. Early next morning, no track could be seen. Pip looked around. Had it all been a dream? But the snow lay a note in the shiny sleigh bell. For the bear who saved Christmas, Santa wished you well. The end.